My name is Festus Agisu Odingo. I'm the proprietor of Green Air Fire Solutions. We mainly dealing in GCOs, or what we can call school boilers. Can call them boilers. Basically, we've been in the business for a bit of time, although we haven't actually started, the commercial part of it, because we are still at prototype stage. We've worked on it. We've tested our technology. Actually, it's a new technology that we are bringing in, mainly using biomass, whereby we have machines whereby you collect biomass from any kind, from sugarcane bagasse, from sawdust, from maize stalk, all that. Actually, you can be able to make fuel out of that. So we compress it. After compressing, that's what is used in the boiler or the GCO for the schools. So basically, what we are trying to cure right now is, if you look at Kenya at the moment, we've got this deforestation, where it's a big problem at the moment. You're looking at, from our research, 20 million trees, 20 million metric ton of trees are cut each and every year. So by looking at the institutions that use firewood in Kenya, which we call traditional firewood boilers that you find in schools, you find in prisons, that you find in army or police academies. If you look at tea factories, they also use firewood to do the drying. So we are actually coming in to be able to sort out this problem, whereby we are looking at probably in the next 5 years, we can be able to change, people to be able to use our technology so that we can be able to achieve the 10% forest cover as what our government is looking for at the moment. We basically looked at it like this. If you go to the Kenyan countryside, where people cook using firewood with their traditional 3-stone fireplace, if you look at them, if you see how they collect their firewood, they don't cut trees. They actually cut branches, or they use bushes, They don't cut actual trees. Okay, so many people, like from the Western world, they come, 98% of Africans use firewood to cook. But this 98%, actually, they don't mostly cut firewood. The people who cut firewood are institutions. You see, have you ever seen a school using a piece of wood? They use a log. You see, institutions use logs, factories use logs to fire up their boilers. You see, so according to our research, the 2 million metric tons per year is actually used with schools, with industries, not actually the domestic use. For me, being exposed to other countries, it's been my dream. I always thought, why would people cut trees when these other people, wherever I've been for a couple of years, nobody's actually using firewood? So that's why I came. Other countries are rich, They can actually afford LPG gas, they can afford fossil fuel, they can afford so many kind of things. But we cannot afford. So I decided, why don't I be able to make something that actually these people can be able to use? I went to a boarding school from primary and secondary, so I've had the experience, and I thought, wow, these people, how can I make a change? And that's how the whole idea came in. Basically, what we have is a very simple, actually, package, whereby if we start from here, you see there is the boiler, actually the traditional firewood boiler that you get in schools. So there's nothing different. It's probably the door and the material that we use inside, which is a bit different. Then we have the burner, It's actually which burns the pallets. Then we have the tank with the agger. The agger is actually the loader which transports the pallets from the tank into the burner, into the boiler. Then lastly we have the computer control, which controls the whole thing. Basically, when you switch on, the technology is so easy, whereby you will set the fire, the amount of fire that you need to use. Say you want to use so much fire at a certain given time, for so many hours. So you can actually set and time how to use the whole gadget. So you key in, and then you switch on, and then you switch in and tell it light. Then it lights by itself. You don't need any matches. You don't need any fire. It will do the fire itself, and then it will.
Oh, you're not using a match?
No. There's no matches.
Oh, okay.
There's no matches. You put on, you command it light, and it will light. Okay?
You need to have electricity, right?
You have to have electricity, and then in the package, because of a lot of when you see in Kenya, you have a problem with electricity. Electricity goes off sometimes. So in the package we also include a backup system, which uses the normal battery, the solar or the car battery, which for the same this unit you can be able actually to run for 12 hours without using any electricity. Then also in the places where you don't find electricity, you definitely we can be able to install the solar for you, and then you can be able to use without using any electricity. The whole unit actually uses very little electricity. You're looking at 30 watts. 30 watts is less than one bulb. Basically, if you can be able to use basically a smartphone, then you can be able to use our gadget to be able to run what we are actually, our boilers. We couldn't get anybody to test. So what we did is we took a whole system and took it to Europe, to Greece. We have partners that helped us. We took it to Technical University of Athens, where they did all the testing, and very interesting enough, we got the CE, the European certification. Yes. So
it's allowed to be used in Kenya?
Yes, it's international. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the same certification to be able to get approval from Kenya Bureau of Standards. They do recognize the certification from other countries. So, and since they do not have the machinery, the knowledge to be able to do that, so they have no choice but to be able to use that. So we already have the European Union certification, which approves the whole system, the way it works, and it works perfectly. Having been, from the application for green beans, we had a big problem with financing. Now we've been accepted, or we've been now in the incubation program, which I think is going to help us push our business, actually make it work. Because to this moment they believe in us. I think they've seen we have a product that can be able to sort out the problems. So we are happy. At the moment, the far we've gone. It's been difficult time because of COVID, because it's been difficult for us even to meet, to be able to meet and share ideas and see how things work. It's been a bit difficult, but so far so good, because with the working on the visual on computers, having discussions, sharing ideas, it has helped a lot to this moment. So Greenbees, it's been a program that really is going to make a big change.